Okay, Nuno, I think we're both on now. We should appear on YouTube in a bit. I'm going to assume that the audio and the video is correct. If not, just scream at us in the chat, I guess. So, Nuno, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you, man, for inviting me. So nice.
And I've already told you privately a couple of minutes ago, but may I congratulate you again on your excellent taste in Belgian beers.
Thank you. I thought that you were about to say congrats for your new job and stuff.
That also, man. I've also told you that like a few minutes ago. So congratulations for that too.
Thank you.
Maybe to do like a little bit of warm up, what are you drinking? Can you show the people what do you have?
Yeah, I'm drinking La Chouffe, which is a Belgian beer.
Yeah.
You probably have heard about it. It's one of my favorites, actually. I don't drink that often, but when I drink, I actually drink good beer, I think.
Yeah, that's a very good one. So I
Yes,
have a good one too. I have something called a Sportzot, it's called. And it's an alcohol-free one. I'm going for like a month without alcohol. I do that sometimes,
Okay.
just because I can. And yeah, this is like the best alcohol-free beer there is, in my opinion. Dries, I think he recommended it to me, and yeah, I stuck to it. It's really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dries have a lot of very good non-alcoholic beers, which is very nice.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, he's been discovering them for years now. So, so yeah, we're doing the beer-driven development tonight.
Very chill
Yeah,
development.
yeah, indeed. Yeah, we were just talking for anybody watching. Nuno and I were just talking that like it's fun that these kind of streams are kind of informal. You know, it's not like you have like the 30 minutes well prepared thing for a conference or even a talk. This is just like free time to do whatever we want, you know.
Yeah,
And I like
it's
that.
very nice. Even I was thinking actually, like when you go to Twitch, you actually see gamers playing, and they are very chill, and that's why you like to see them.
Yeah.
So that's why I also like some programming like this, a very chill one, and non-prepared especially.
Yeah, indeed. So what we are going to do today is we're going to take a look at one of my packages. And I wanted to see if it's easy to convert one of the test suites to Pest. So maybe I'll introduce the package first, and then maybe you'll do a little bit of an introduction of Pest for people that don't know that yet.
Yeah, sounds a good idea. You also need to explain me what is your package about, and maybe there are people on the stream that don't know about that.
Yeah, okay. Let me share my screen with you. Nuno, can you see my screen? Have I put on screen sharing for you? Yeah, okay. Okay, perfect. I hope that everybody in the stream can also see my screen. Oh, and wait. Nuno, I think people can't hear you because there isn't a guest audio on this channel, so I need to fix that. Hold on for a little moment. So here on Dual it is Skype speaker audio, so I should add that here as well. Sorry for this, folks. This is the first time that I'm sharing my screen with a guest. So here it is Skype speaker. It is an NDA thing. So here I should get NDA source, add existing, Skype speaker, like that. That is Nuno in full now. Should make it a little bit smaller. And I guess that this should be okay now. And I'm going to move you a little bit to the top here because we'll probably use our console quite a bit. So I'm going to assume that the audio and video is fine. If not, just let us know.
People can listen to me? I think they can, right?
Yeah, I think people can hear you now, so that's good.
Okay.
Okay, so my package. Let's just go to the README and discover it. So this package is called laravel-model-cleanup, and it's actually been around for quite a while. If I go to the changelog, then you can see that it's 4 years old. It was one of my first packages. And actually today I released a new major version of it, which is a rewrite from scratch. So what does this package do? Well, in a Laravel app, there probably are kind of models where you put in like logging information or like these kind of tables that grow, with historical data, and you want to clean that up, you want to delete like old kind of records. Like records here in the example, we have like 5 days, but maybe you want to clean up every record in your logging table that is like 300 days old. And it's kind of sucky to write an artisan command to do this manually. So I created a package that can do this for you. So what you should do with this package is that on your model, you should implement gets cleaned up. And on that interface, there is only one method that you need to implement, cleanup. And you get a config object. And here you can specify how this model should be cleaned up. So everything should be cleaned up that is older than 5 days. And when you execute the artisan command with this package, then it will go over to all the configured models and it will do that cleanup thing. Now there are a few methods that you can do on that config, on that cleanup config thing. You can do like older than days. So yeah, that is. Oh, let me scroll up. So that is this one. You also have older than, and then you can just pass it the carbon instance. So you're totally in control, like how old these records should be. By default, we use created at to determine when records are old, but you can also have like a custom date column that you can say. You can also provide optionally an extra scope. So imagine that your model has a status attribute and you have status active and inactive. And you only want to clean up like inactive kind of things that are old, you can do so. Then you just specify older than an amount of days and then you scope it. So here you get like the query builder instance and you say where the status is inactive and only target those ones. The next option is a very interesting one because I basically rebuilt the entire package to have this. So if you clean up a very large table that has a lot of records, like hundreds of thousands or millions of records, and you want to clean that up, then if you want to clean it up with just one query, it might take some time to get like a database lock. And while you're getting the database lock, there are two problems that can occur. Either you get the lock, and while you're deleting, no other queries can be performed, so your application hangs, and that is not good. And the other problem that can occur is that you can't get the lock, and the delete query will fail. So what this one does is it will only get like the amount of records that you specify in chunk, and it will only, in this case, delete 1,000 records at once, and it will keep on deleting until there are no more records that can be deleted. And that is basically the gist of the entire package. I use this one in quite a lot of projects, really, and I find it one of our hidden gem packages.
Yeah, I think it's super useful for those kind of tables that you don't want them to contain data more than 3 months or more than 2 months.
Yeah.
Like the traditional history table, I would say.
Yeah.
It perfectly fits. And I also think, which is nice, which is that the method cleanup actually stands up in the model itself. So if you have like a scope query which is related to the model, it also stays in the model. That's very nice.
Yeah, indeed. I have in the test suite, I have like a model class where you can see how it how it looks like. Ah, yeah, but here are some testing kind of things which we'll explore, I guess, in a bit. You know what? I'll show you a bit of Odir where we have implemented this. So if we take a look at model cleanup, you see quite a few things here, and we have notification log item. And if I go to here, then we have cleanup, and you can see here that we chunk it in batches of 1,000, and we delete everything that is older than a month. So this is how it's used in like a real life project.
Nice.
Cool. Back to the package itself. What do you think we should do next, Nuno? Should I explain you a little bit of the code, or do you want to introduce Pest a little bit? That's fine too.
Well, before jumping into Pest, I have a remark to tell you.
Yeah, sure.
So actually, I have seen some of your packages, and you do something that I want to discuss with you.
Yeah, sure.
Which is the fact that on your namespace, and this is something we can discuss, which is on your namespace, you actually put the spaCy package name test, and then you put like the concern, which is here with the models thing.
Yeah, indeed.
So I wanted to ask you why you don't namespace this folder as tests only.
So without this, right? So you have.
So it would be just tests with the plural thing because the folder is on plural. Yeah, that will be with the S in the end.
I think nowadays I'm going to split it up into two answers here. This one is called test here now. That's historical. Nowadays it's always multiple, and I should really change this to tests. I think that's one of the changes we can do in a bit. And this one, it's just a habit, I think. I can think of like a case where, maybe if you pull in, if you want to maybe run the test suite while it's installed somewhere inside of a test application, and there are multiple packages that just have tests, maybe you can have collisions or something. I actually don't know.
Because, for example, in the Laravel skeleton, we have tests, and then we have eventually a concern, which is your model thing. And in my packages, I also do like only tests as well. So I wanted to ask you because you maybe have a reason for it, So
no, not really. I just started out with that and just stick with it. And for me, it's kind of nice that everything of the package is just in this namespace, and it's just technically impossible to have collisions. Even if you just copy test suites together, if you ever want to do that, then it's still something unique. But I don't think that there are any. I don't think there are any advantages or disadvantages of doing this.
Okay.
To be honest, I just haven't thought about it. It just works for me.
Yeah, because in my research of making Pest, which is I wanted to make sure Pest is like the smallest thing ever. This is one of the debates I had. Like, why should we basically have the package name before our namespace of tests? And I come up to the conclusion that it's actually fine to have just tests as the namespace.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more simpler because you don't have to read those spaCy model cleanup. But it's a very neat picking. I do agree with you on that.
Yeah, but it's these kind of optimizations that make it better, right? If you have like a good if you have like a good low pain barrier for these things, that's good, right? Because then you can simplify and improve things. So
yeah, and we have PHP Storm, which is very awesome for refactoring. So also one of the reasons why I'm telling you this is that in Pest, I do recommend that the namespace becomes just tests. And you will see once we start installing Pest, and maybe now it's like a good moment to introduce to the audience what Pest is. Can you open the website very quickly?
Yeah, sure. What is the website name? Pestphp.com?
Pestphp.com, exactly.
Oh,
And everyone in the chat, if you have like, if you want to make some questions, comments, you can do it. This is a very chill stream. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, indeed.
Don't hesitate. So past is the equivalent of jest to JavaScript. That's it. We can move. No, I'm joking. No, past is a testing framework for PHP. And yes, it's indeed like the equivalent of jest in JavaScript, but for PHP. It gives you a nice API that you can just work with functions to create your tests. So for example, if we click on Get Started.
Sorry, on Get Started, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can click, you will see, for example, if you click on Write Tests. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Actually, no. The example I want to show you is the assertions one, because I think it will be simple. Can you go to the assertions on the left?
Yeah.
The 4 elements. Thank you. So a test basically looks like this. You write it, then you pass the description of the test, and then you can have the assertion just below. You don't need a namespace. You don't need a class. You don't need a method, a public function. All of that, you don't need to think about that anymore. You basically write it, you pass the description, and that's it. You can write your test. And Freak asked me if, because Freak, he told me that you never actually worked with Pest before, correct?
Yeah, indeed.
So we thought that this is maybe a good opportunity to introduce Freak to Pest, and at the same time, we are going to migrate an existing project. So it might have some complications into it. So we are going to find out. So we can start installing it. What do you think, Freak?
Yeah, I think it's good. Maybe because you said like it's easier to have like a test namespace, maybe you should do that refactor first, because I think if it really makes it handier, we could do that.
Yeah, I think it will be cool if you can do it, indeed.
Yeah, okay. So let's just do it. We're going to, so all the tests are running now, right? Yep, everything is running. So we have a good thing. Let's move the namespace to, just remove it, and you want tests, right? Yeah, and I'm hitting my keyboard now, but there's like a bug in PHP Storm. So I need to open this first, and then I can type. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Try it out in the stable version of PHP Storm. So this one, there's that error. Ooh,
okay.
Man, I can't close. Can you believe I can't close this dialog? I am hitting escape here. I'm clicking next to it, and it doesn't close. Okay, this was.
Thank God we are in the chill stream, man. Imagine if you were doing a presentation.
Yeah, indeed, and you're stuck on this. Okay. Let's force quit this.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Okay. So I was in the middle of a refactor here. So we want to rename this namespace.
Yeah.
To tests. I should select this first, and now I can type in it. Sad but true. Refactor this. I'm going to assume that it's okay.
Actually,
it's wrong because he put it in the source directory, so that isn't good. You see that? Source tests. We don't want that, right?
Oh, we don't indeed.
Wait, we're not going to do this. Maybe we should change it first. In our
autoload dev, yeah.
In our autoload dev, so that it knows that it should go here. I guess that PHP Storm infers it from here. So
you think? Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Let's try. Click here so I can type tests. Remove that. It's okay. Yeah, and now it's good. Now it stays in tests.
So you were right. Yeah, actually PHP
models.
Storm sees something there. Nice.
Yeah, and let's see if everything is still working. We have some errors. Let's see. Test case not found. Let's see.
I think you need to run composer dump autoload, I think.
Yeah, that could indeed be the case. Let's try again. Yep, that was it. So nice. Move tests namespace like that. Okay, so that's already good. And now we can get started using Pest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just see if your installation instructions are good.
I think they are, but for you will be even more simpler. You just need to include pest, because that installation instruction, you can do it all if you want, but it's basically for Laravel applications. For us, we just need that. Yeah.
Okay, let's just pull this in. Boom, boom, boom. Let's hope that the composer gods are happy today.
Yeah. And one cool thing about Pest is that once you install it, you can already run it, like straight away. You don't need to update anything, even though the API is like function oriented. You can already run Pest, and you will see it. We'll go back to installation page, but I just want to show to people that if you run tests, well, now you are running PHPUnit. You need to run Pest, so will be dot/vendor blah blah blah. Yeah.
Vendor bin Pest probably, right?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, you have that nice syntax, set that nice UI, which is cool. But it works with the existing test suite, which is nice. Now let's follow the installation process, because I think you need to run. Because what we are going to do now is like migrate that class-oriented approach to a function-oriented approach.
Yep.
So we will need you to install the. Let's install the Pest plugin Laravel, because we are going to need it.
So I need to have this one, right?
Not the PHP artisan install, but anyway, you can do it all because it will fail. So, but just the first. Yeah.
Just the first one. Okay.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
So that plugin gives you some functions that you can use Laravel behind it. You will see it later, but yes, we are going to need it.
Okay. Cool. Let's pull it in.
And meanwhile, you will see that the next step will be probably PHPUnit. It's on the installation page. Yeah. So on Laravel, you will need to run artisan pest install, but for other projects, which is your case, you need to run the double thing init.
This one. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Let's just wait until this is... we already have it installed. So init. Oh, and probably that slash.
Yeah. So... yeah, let's go step by step, just so I can explain people. So first of all, Robin in the chat is asking you, maybe you should split the installation section into applications or package development. That's a good suggestion, I think. Most of the people actually use this for applications, so that's why I didn't think too much about package development. But indeed, it might be worth to have a section just for package development.
Yeah. Can you quickly star our GitHub repository? Let's just do that.
Yeah. Can you give me just 30 seconds?
I already did it. That's good. Yeah, sure, Nuno. Okay, while Nuno is away, I'm going to read if there are any questions here in the chat here. So, hi, Lisbeth. Robin, you're back. You're back as well. Hey, Frank. And thanks for watching, everybody. So, Nuno, you're back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
So, we have a nice thing there, which is you need to start Pest, otherwise we cannot continue.
Is it actually, if you do no, then it stops or deletes something? No.
If you do no, I think you answered yes, so you did open a page, I think.
Yeah.
But
indeed.
if you say no, it will not open the browser, and that's it.
Okay. Hey, maybe I should put this on all of our packages as well. Maybe I should create a package just to do this,
Yeah, like with the downloads information, you will see that people are using Pest, but some of people don't care to put a star on it. So I just put this as a reminder, and some people actually put a star because of this, which help us.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
So if you scroll up a little bit in the console,
yeah.
So what do you have here? First of all, it created a PHPUnit file. You didn't have one before?
I did, I think. This one.
So yeah, you probably find something that I can improve. Can you delete the one created by Pest, please?
Yeah. So this one? Yep.
Yeah, so it's good now. Then we have the tests pest.php, which is a configuration file that we'll work on it later.
Yeah.
We have the helpers.php, which is a file where we can create some functions when you are also walk through them as well. And we have the example test, which you can delete if you want.
Okay. Hey, Nuno, can I give a small remark already?
Please, yes.
Maybe it would be nice if you just add like a comment here to explain what this file already does, because you're going to tell me now, but if there are like newcomers to Pest, it might be nice to just see like this file is for, you know?
Yeah, indeed. In the stuff that we provide for Laravel, we actually have a function, like an example. And for the package development, I actually didn't provide one, but it's a good idea, indeed.
Yeah, all right.
So I propose that we start migrating the class-oriented test you have. Can you make sure tests are still passing?
Yeah, sure. Oh, sorry, wrong key shortcut. Yeah, everything is still passing.
With past. That's important that we don't forget. Yeah.
Indeed. So not the init, but this one. Like that. Yeah, everything just passes. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you recommend? Do you want to migrate function one by one? Do you want to migrate the entire thing and then test it? What do you propose?
I think one by one is like the safest to do, right? So we know that everything's working fine.
Okay. So do you want like comment the class below and then add the test on top of it?
Yeah, we can do that. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm also going to do this everything on a separate branch. So
you can clean up a little bit as well.
Yeah, if there's something going wrong, like then I have only here. And maybe when everything is succeeded and people can just take a look at the PR I'll create for this branch to see what we actually did. So I'm going to commit this already. So here we are like in a good state, right? Use pests.
Yeah.
Use past. Use pest, like that. Okay, so we can come back to this point. Everything works here.
Yeah. I think actually we don't even so this will be freestyle. Okay, you told me that this is going to be chill. So I'm about to tell you, this is going to be freestyle. Yeah. So let's put actually the test on the top of the class. Let's just ignore that we have a class below, and you are going to have some space over there exactly. Yeah. And let's start by migrating that setup method over there. So before each test, you actually need to perform some stuff, which we are going to see. Can you scroll down so I can see it?
Yeah.
So copy the entire content except the parent setup. We don't need that.
Yeah.
And let's put it just,
It's a function?
It's a function, yes.
Yeah. I just remember this from your streams that like this is the way you should do it. But I'll let you explain for people that don't know it yet.
Yeah. So, this is just a way of saying to Pest, hey, before each test, just execute this. And for me, this is so much verbose than seeing setup. I don't know. I don't even know what setup means. Like, I think before each tells me more about the test or about what it's doing actually than setup itself. And also, I don't have to call the parent setup as well here, which is nice.
That's a big
so I just need to put. You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you just need to put before each, and then you put the code inside of it, and that's it. Nothing else to do. So right now, our tests should still be passing if you run them.
Yep.
Yeah, so we are cool. So this is freestyle. I didn't know that we could actually have tests in the class, whatever, in the same file. I mean,
is it actually being executed? But we don't.
because you don't have tests, I don't think so, but we can try it. Can you put the dive, for example?
Yeah, sure. So, Didi. Hey.
I don't think so because we don't have any tests, but we can try it.
No, indeed.
Yeah, because we don't have any tests on it, so.
Okay.
And maybe if you put just below like it something and then an empty test, we are going to find out very quickly.
So it and then empty like that, or should I pass a function here?
Well, you need to pass a description of the test.
Yeah, it is. I
thought that you
awesome.
that you were doing. I thought that you were used to use Jest in JavaScript. You don't use it?
It's already a while ago. I think it's already for me more than a year ago since I've used Jest. So it's not in my fingers anymore.
Yeah,
maybe
we have something. I don't think it's the DD though.
Okay.
Can you run it again?
Yeah, sure.
Not sure if it's because of the class thing inside of the.
So Pest.
Okay.
To me, this signals like there's something running too early.
Yeah. So I know what it is. So because of Pest is not the class or is not within a class, you actually need to say to Pest, when you execute tests inside of this file, they actually extend my test case. All right.
Yeah.
So the way to do that, you actually do that in the Pest PHP file, and you do it once. You never have to worry about that again. So I can explain. So let's write the code, then I can explain you why we have done it this way and why this is so beneficial. So here you just need to write, hey Pest uses. So here you write uses. Then you type, you type test case.
Like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Class.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you type in current directory. So we can type underscore dir. And maybe I can do this a little bit better in the future. But so the way what we're telling to Pest is that every test within the current directory, it's actually extending the test case class. So now if you run, it should work.
Okay.
So yeah, there is one specific thing here you need to do, which is on the setup of the test case, you need to actually respect the setup of the parent class. So not here, but in the test case, you need to make it protected.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a common mistake, which happens quite often.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So now it's working as expected. It's just telling you that you don't have any assertions within the test, which is awesome. Which we can put an assertion inside of it just to make it pass.
Yeah. Okay. So here it's second argument, a closure.
Yeah.
Okay. Function. Do we already have those nice assertion methods that you already are showing on Twitter or not? Or is it just no? It's not.
Well,
this, right?
we have two options.
Okay.
We can use the Pest Dev Master, and we can use the expectation API, or to make it a little bit more faster because you already have PHPUnit stuff, we can just use the assertion API that we have in Pest 0.2, which is basically here we write assert true, for example.
Yeah.
I think this is a little bit more common for PHP developers, but it's expectation API is coming soon.
Yeah, maybe we can use like the assertions now and do another stream where we convert it to the expectation API. Yeah. So
it's working. Yeah, that expectation API, I'm super excited to have that because right now it's really polished, and you can do stuff just like crazy. You can type like expect user to be this and not that. You can write stuff like that. It's just crazy. I like it very much.
Okay, that's another stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. We can start migrating tests one by one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. So here we can have like the first one. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to just replace it all here. replace all. So we have like a nice description there.
Mm-hmm. And you can remove the first it.
Ah, yeah, indeed.
Did you remove like all underscores from the project, or what have you done?
Oh, I did it for the project, yeah. I only wanted to do it in the selection. That's not good. Wait. Thanks for seeing that. So
yeah, I
here,
don't use that much PHP Storm, but I thought that you would have done that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Is it where is only in the selection? Is that this? They've used icons now for this. It used to be in text, but I actually don't know what is in selection here. In selection, this one. And I want to search this one. I want to replace it by that. Replace all is good. Yeah, but
it is.
I did like I think 2. Yeah, this is me messing up. So now I have 2 spaces here. I only have 1 space in the selection. Replace all. Okay.
Nice. Today I learned, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Okay, let's just dump this inside of it, right?
Yeah.
Like that. And then I
you can remove it. Yeah.
delete this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And now I can just run it again, I guess.
Yeah.
And it passes.
And yeah. And now if you take a look at the before each in the test itself, you would see like it's more simple than it was before. You can also remove the it. I think you have done it before.
Yeah, indeed.
It's like my beer. It's like already making effect. No, you have done it before, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I was mistakenly there. Now, Nuno, I have a question. If my function doesn't begin with like it here, then it can be strange here. If you have like another sentence here, can you use another word here as well?
Yeah, like for example, form validations. You might want to do like test form validations, and so you just have to type test instead of it.
Ah, yeah, and those are like synonyms or something.
Yeah, they are exactly the same function except it adds a prefix it.
Ah, yeah.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah. Nice.
Cool. So let's see your code coverage. Now I want to embarrass you. I'm joking. Can you see it? I'm curious. I don't even know if it works with like PHPUnit and Pest at the same time. You want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I was thinking about using it with Pest, coverage with Pest. I didn't know that you didn't know, but you can type, for example, vendor Pest, then you can type / coverage.
This character, you mean, right? Or is it //?
Yeah.
This
sorry, it's the character that you said before. Exactly. That one.
Coverage.
Now you type coverage.
Right? Ooh.
What?
That is nice.
You made Did you make it intentional?
No, not intentional, but I did. Because this package is about like deleting records. I think I tested every case just to be sure, and that's why this one gets like 100. That's nice, right? Maybe
because normally that kind of coverage only happens when you actually aim for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm a professional. You know, I don't use Xdebug, but I'm a professional. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, let us see what happens if we just remove one of these tests, so that we know that there's something not covered. Yeah, now something is not covered.
Yeah. So you have like two lines on the cleanup config that are not covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm actually quite happy with this test coverage as well, because like I said, it wasn't intended, but it's
because
good, right?
normally like having 100% never happens. Only when you go straight forward into it, you like aim for it and you go line by line to make sure like all setters, all the small things. But indeed, you have 100%, man. Congratulations.
Thanks. Cool.
All right. So
cool. I think
what you can do.
I'm thinking the rest of the tests. Yeah, we could stream it, me putting them over, but it's kind of boring, I think, but because it'll be the same for every test.
Yeah, I can show interesting stuff if you want to see. Like,
yeah, sure.
For example, every time I write tests with Pest, I never use the this.
Yeah.
So, for example, to call artisan, I normally don't do this artisan. What I do is that I remove the this.
Like this?
And then I import the function. So you have like a lantern on the left, you can pass over it, and you can import the function. That's it.
Yeah. And it's Pest that provides this function. Yeah. And here you just pipe it through to the actual artisan command. Yeah.
And if you run the test suite, you will see that it's working as normal.
Okay, let's do that. Not interesting coverage now. Yep, everything passes. That's nice.
So yeah, we have functions normally as well. And we can do one if you want to see, like for example, the use cleanup config, for example, you are using the this thing.
Yeah,
you can actually move that inlet logic of that function to your helpers file, and that's why that helper file exists.
Oh yeah, okay. I actually have quite a few helpers. Let's do that use cleanup config here. So I have it defined on the test case here. Use cleanup config. Yeah. And I should just take this one. I'm going to put it in the helpers file. And here it's probably just a function.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I should also import this one. And I guess everything is imported now. Yeah, that seems good. And now I can just use it in my test.
Yeah, without the this, which is the nice part.
And I don't need to import it.
You need to import because you are in the same namespace, so it just works.
Yeah, indeed.
I think. I'm not sure, but we can test it out.
No, there is a problem.
Actually, I think you need to import it. Oh, because you have other calls to that function.
I did it in a wrong test, man. Sorry about that. This is like in a PHPUnit kind of test. So let me put that back. Okay. And let's just scroll up. And it's this one, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think because you still have some class thing.
Yeah,
you might have.
I removed that function from the base test case. That's a problem.
You might need to have it here as well, just because to make tests pass with the previous approach.
Can I actually also remove it here because this one is just a function now, right?
Yeah. Exactly. You can do it.
Okay, let's just do it all. So I want to lose this one. And now it should be good, right? Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So one cool thing is that when you do PHP, and this is actually interesting, which is when you do PHP, you always think about classes and the this variable all the time. But you have done Jest before, and you have worked with functions before. It's just when you are in PHP, your mind is so object-oriented, that you actually forget that you can't just use functions, just like before. And when you are going to compare, imagine that we would migrate this entire class to Pest. You will see that at the end, your class will be reduced to 17% or 60% of the amount of characters, spaces included.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first reasons why I have developed Pest, because I wanted to make it test suite a little bit more enjoyable. And also because I have obviously do a little bit of Jest, and I got inspired by it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's really nice, man. So yeah, I think I know enough to just convert this whole test suite, which I'm going to do behind the scenes because it's kind of boring to see. I wonder if there are more things.
Very quickly, I'm seeing. Yeah, line 42. You can remove the this thing.
Yeah, indeed. I think we can do it for everything, right?
Yes, you can.
Like that?
Yeah, six separations, which makes like 5 characters multiplied by 6, 30 characters less.
Yeah, nice.
You could apply the the function helper thing to the search delete query is executed as well.
Yeah, maybe
And for the other,
maybe let's let's just do one more of these ones, because this one is really nice, that the helper kind of thing. So I'm going to get this one. I'm going to put it in the helpers file. We are just a function now. I think everything is imported. This one can be removed. I think this is good. So now in my cleanup test, where is it? Let me just grab it and just... So this one, and I just can forget about the this, and then everything should still pass, right? And it does.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice. Now there's one thing. Yeah. In this kind of small test suite, I've put like my helper methods in like the base test case, right? But in larger test suites, I sometimes have like helper methods inside of the test file itself that only should apply to this test file. Is there a way to do that?
So I'm going to put it this way. How would you have done it in Jest?
I actually don't know anymore. I guess just adding a function inside the file.
There you go.
Yeah, very simply, and yeah, the function. Yeah, if you have like a namespace function that then they won't collide. So yeah,
yeah, you would just write the function exactly. If you need a helper just for this specific test file, you could just write the function inside of it.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. So normally in my use case, that's why I'm always saying I never use the this thing. But I do understand that because of not legacy, but because of the way that there is some PHPUnit helpers on GitHub, and I do understand that people still want to access to the this to still use those helpers. So, but normally you don't use the this. You don't need the this at all.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice. If you have, how much time we are in stream? Because if we have time, sorry.
I have time if you have time, so.
Yeah, I want to show the expectation API.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
So
let's
just commit. Yeah,
and just already push it here. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So. Yeah.
This is probably because a GitHub action did some formatting for me. So I'm just going to pull that in. Merge conflict, no. Cleanup tests.
Because you have committed something on the GitHub UI?
Because I have like a GitHub action that actually just fixes code styling issues for me and commits it there. I think it's just removing this. I think. Let's see. Yeah, and everything is still good. Formatting here. Let's just commit it. Use Pest, and now we're good to go.
Yeah. So I propose that first of all, you just remove all the entire test within cleanup test, so we have a clean state.
So you want me to remove this again, or?
Yeah, just clean the file until the top.
So like this.
Yeah, the entire test actually. Because I just want to show you the expectation API. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So if you scroll up, we still need the PHP open tag, of course.
Yeah. Wait. Let me remove it. So like that. Yeah.
Exactly. And let's install the dev master of Pest PHP.
So here it's dev master.
Here I think we actually need to remove it because the plugin doesn't support it yet. Yeah.
So here it's
this is still a heavy under development work.
okay.
But I think you will love it. I think. Tell me your honest opinion. Don't forget that. All right.
Yeah, I will always. So composer update.
So composer update. And let's hope it works.
This is like the perfect kind of stream to do this kind of stuff, right? If it fails, no problem. We still had good beers.
If it fails, it's because of the beer. If it doesn't, it's because we are professional developers.
Yeah.
So.
and it's also because of the beer.
Exactly. So let's run the test suite to see if it's passing. If nothing, it's like, I don't know. Okay, it's 0 tests, which is normal.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's write a simple test. Just it or test, whatever you want. It is awesome.
And maybe here asserts. Here we are going to have like the expectation, right? Expect.
Yeah. So first, if you write assert true, that no longer will work.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So to write the previous assert, I call it assertion API. You need the this thing, and we left it on the this. So wait.
sorry. Already exploring. sorry.
Yeah, I see. So if you write just assert true, like the global function, that will not work anymore. And that's the whole goal as well, is that we remove all those global helpers. So we can write, we just have one global helper called expect. Now, if you ever saw something like expect before in Jest and Mocha, or those are big frameworks in JavaScript world, this sounds a little bit confusing at first. But once you get into this, there is no way back. I can tell you that. So let's write the variable. Like in the line 3, you put the enter, and let's write a equals to freak, for example.
A equals and then to freak, like that.
Just freak.
Okay.
Just your name or your
Got
entire
it.
name, so people can see it.
Got it. Yeah. Wait, I'll put my entire name here.
Okay.
Plus van de het. That's my entire name. I'll just even have like the capitals right. And this is where Mirza comes from. It's just from this part of the name.
Wait a second. This is your entire name for real?
Yeah, this is my entire name for real. And actually, it's Frederick.
It is?
Yeah.
Did you ever have told this to someone?
Yeah. I've told this on to some other people before, but not many people know it, I guess. But if my name is on like an official document, like a deed for a house or something, this is what's called there. And like the people at the notary, they start reading my name, Frederick Schurzet. What is this? I've never seen this.
Okay. So let's imagine that you have a string.
Yeah.
So what we want to test. First of all, we want to see that if a it's equals to my string, for example. So the way you would do in assertion API would be this assert equals, and then you would pass my string, comma, my string, correct?
Yeah, if you have here like assert equals and then the expected thing, and then...
Yeah, you can actually do it that way so we can see the difference.
Okay.
So here you would write my string, comma, my string, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, now, if you remove the expect, normally that it's supposed to be working, I think. We can try it very fast.
Like that. Yep, it passes.
Yeah. So the way you write this in expectation API will be expect my string to be my string. In my opinion, yeah. So in my opinion, one thing is better here. First of all, we have an order here of arguments. Like in the first one, you say assert equals, but you are not clear between the expectation and the value that you are testing against. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't know what this is, you know? Is this like the expectation or the actual thing?
Yeah, so that's one problem of the assertion API. With the expectation API, you are saying, okay, I do expect, and then you pass what you're testing, and then you pass the expectation at the end. And for me, this is so much more clear. All right?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. Now, second thing.
Sorry, exploring a little bit.
You are not patient. You don't have patience.
Okay. I'll just sip my beer.
Cheers, by the way.
Thanks.
Now, other thing doesn't work in the assertion API is that you cannot chain assertions. Like, for example, if you remove the line 5, not remove, but if you uncomment, sorry. If you need to write another assertion just below with the same method, with the same variable you are testing against, you need to also pass it again. Yeah, to do something like that, you need to pass my string twice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe to make it a little bit more clear, and I'm sorry if I'm being too nitpicking, can you write just on a line 5 something like my string 2 or something with your name again?
So you want me to do this, right?
Yeah, just to make it clear for everyone is seeing, because we have a couple of people in the stream with us.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So now what you can do as well is that to have the same thing in the expectation API, you can just chain stuff. So you say expect my string to be my string 2, but also to be, and then you can pass again my string 2.
Yeah.
And that's 2 assertions. If you run a test suite, that will work as expected as well.
Yeah.
Now we are scratching the surface. Now this will be interesting. Now imagine that you want to assert that we have just Fred, for example. You can just say to contain.
That's nice.
It is, and you can just type Fred, for example.
Yeah.
Now, one cool thing about to contain is that if you're that failed, because you type Fred.
Yeah. It's nice that you have like the error on the line itself here.
Yeah, it's not on past inside of past itself. Yeah. So we can chain assertions, and one cool thing about to contain is that if my string is an array, this will test against array itself inside of it, and you can click on it so you can see it. Can you click on to contain and you will see the logic on to contain? Yeah. So if the value is a string, I'm going to use the assert string contain string. If is an array, it will check the array thing.
That's really nice. Yeah. That's really nice.
So still scratching the surface. We have a little bit more. Can you go back? Now imagine that you want to test still with my string that freak is not Nuno. The only thing you have to do is type not. Like this. Yeah, you can even not pass the it's just a property actually.
Yeah, okay.
You can just type not.
Yeah.
And then you chain with the expectation. So now you say not to contain Nuno.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. But if you have like the MERS here, yeah, then it fails. Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah, I mean, we have way more stuff. It's just I already drink a beer. Let me just remember. Let me just very fast to see if I can find something. But because if you click on to contain, you will see like we have tons of things. You go below. You have to have count for arrays as well. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is. To be infinite. Whoa.
Whoa.
Assert infinite.
So yeah,
never use this
when
one.
You do like, yeah, mine neither. So, but they have it on the. So let's do a small test with arrays, because also with arrays it's very nice.
Okay. So we are going to remove this.
I'm gonna let you write this one.
My array is let's do something Very simple. B2, like that, right?
Yeah, that's a good example actually.
Expect my array. Is there like a count here to have count 2? Yeah. And here, like to have count 2 and to contain B.
You are with keys. It's different, but so
of course.
Is with values. So here would be 2, for example.
Yeah, of course.
But you can do to have key though.
To have key. Nice.
Yeah.
And then it's B here, right?
Exactly.
Can I also have like to have keys and pass it like an array here? No.
Apparently not yet.
Okay. That might be a pull request I need to do.
Yes. Apparently not yet.
All right.
Can you show more methods inside of it? Just like, have you done it before? Like control space or something?
Like this?
Yeah. So we have to be array, which is nice as well.
To be array. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. We have the we have the and. This one is crazy. go back to your thing.
Okay.
So imagine that you are finished. Can you indent a little bit, like putting each test to each line? Yeah, just like you have done it in the past. Exactly. Now imagine sometimes I just don't like to write expect again, but you can just write and another variable or another thing you want to expect to be whatever, which I like it very much as well.
Another array like that, and here maybe
obviously this is
cd.
Yeah, this is optional, but I like it very much. And then you can assert on that value as well.
Yeah, and then here to have key C or something like that. This should be right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you can also write to be an array as well.
Yeah. To be array. Yeah, that passes, and of course this is not a bool, so this one should fail. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Nice.
So man. This is the expectation API, man. Now be honest with me, do you like it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I always I think this is really great. I already saw it demoing it. I see you tweeting some code snippets, and I liked it. I liked it right away.
Thank you. I don't know, man. I think some people will feel because they are too much used to it to PHPUnit. You know what I mean? So, to the assertion API.
Mm-hmm.
They are skeptical, as Stefan is saying. Some people are skeptical about this. I like it very much. I think there is space for it.
Yeah, I think so too. Is this like what Mocha also has? Is that how that test framework goes like? Is that the Mocha style? Yeah. Yeah,
so all frameworks like Mocha, Jest, in Rails as well, they use this kind of API. Even though I think this is the one from Jest.
Yeah.
And I think Jest have the more mature one, the more ready one, I would say.
If I remember,
so we are copying it. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, then I think in the JavaScript world, like your test runner is something that can be separate from your assertion package, right? You can have like another assertion library as well, but of course that can be in PHP as well. I'm just freestyling now, Nuno. But would it be like possible? I don't know. I don't say that you should do it, but is it possible to have like the expectation API in its own separate package, so people that want to stick to PHPUnit can use it?
Well, technically, people can still use PHPUnit now. Do you know what I mean? And use the function expect will always be optional as well.
Yeah, but this.
So I think they can live together. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. I think you should totally create like packages that, in a way that you want to use them. So for you, it makes no sense to separate it in two packages. So I think it's fine. But I think that if it were a separate package, maybe some people would like start using this one first before they discover Pest, and then they want to have like some more things, and then they can discover Pest, right?
Oh, you think? Sorry, I didn't get you. It's because of the beer. I'm so sorry. So you are you are saying that this should be sold as a PHPUnit package.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, indeed, that you can use this without Pest, because I don't think there's like any technical reason why it is part of Pest, right?
Correct. This is only PHPUnit, and if you click on it, you will see like PHPUnit assertions behind it, basically.
Yeah, we've
not
seen
this one,
yeah.
not this one, but the one that you
So
it's basically like returning this and maybe the to contain. There is also some methods are doing some magic, like the to contain and
yeah.
In the end, and in the not thing as well. That's a good suggestion, Freak, indeed.
Yeah, I think that could be nice. Then it's like a lower barrier for people, I think, to just use expect, and they can stick to PHPUnit or PHPUnit style testing if they want to, and they can later on move to Pest, something like that.
Oh, they can feel a little bit of Pest as well. That's a great idea. Thank you.
And you can also maybe use this like as an assertion library, like in production, like in production code, right? Not in test, but this can also be very handy in like data transfer objects, something like that. I think there is already a package for that, like an assertion thing, but this is way nicer to use. So,
you mean like in real production environments have validations with this?
Yeah. Why not? Like you...
Yeah, it could make sense, but it's like throwing PHPUnit thing behind the scenes, you know?
Yeah, maybe I also had too much beer, but yeah. Mine is alcohol-free, so I can't hide behind that if I have bad ideas.
But yeah, that's a good idea, having it as a package, and it didn't cost anything for me, so I can indeed do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think this was like a really nice introduction to this all. Is there anything that you like to share more about Pest or anything in general? So I think it's a good time to start wrapping up.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make it clear that it's not only me that is working on Pest. Mm-hmm. We have a team, basically. Like I have people helping me in the docs, people helping me with the PHP Storm plugin. Do you know that we have a PHP Storm plugin? So it's not documented yet because it's a work in progress. Mm-hmm. But you can already install the PHP Storm plugin, which is allow you to run Pest on the PHP Storm itself. Do you do it quite often with PHPUnit or not yet?
And write what? Plugins? No, didn't do that before. No.
Yeah, because some people in past asked me to have the test runner they used to use with PHPUnit in PHP Storm. Mm-hmm. So right now we have the core team of Pest is working in the plugin for PHP Storm that you can run just clicking on the test itself, for example.
Yeah. So if you want to have like the native integration here.
Yeah, but if you are not used to it, it doesn't like give you so much. But basically, you will have an icon on the left right there.
Yeah.
And you can click on it to run the test.
Yeah, that's nice.
And also gives you auto-completion on a diz, which is also nice.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, I really hope that Pest will gain some traction. I wonder where it's how big it can become.
Yeah, I mean I want to make sure it's like the framework for the future. I want to make sure that it gets really polished before it gets the boom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, indeed. That everybody has like a nice introduction to it.
Yeah, I think like my close group of people of Twitter audience, let's say, mm-hmm. know Pest, but before like going even more big than this, actually, I want to make it even more polished.
Yeah.
I think we have space for it yet.
Yeah. What are the things that you're thinking that could still use some polishment?
Yeah, so the PHP Storm plugin, it needs to be finished and released on the market officially, because right now it's like still on the beta channel. You can install it, you can use it, but it can be better in some aspects.
Yeah.
We are working on the package called Drift. And Drift is like a Laravel shift, but for Pest. So basically, all the things you have done today on the stream, you can just run a tool in the console that will migrate your entire test suite without any effort on your side.
Is that already like in a testable state? Maybe we can try to run it?
No, it's not a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, it probably for this package would be a good idea, and it would work. But I don't want people in production to run it because I don't know what can happen. You know, it needs some kind of testing. So I think like those two examples are big examples. Why I think Pest is not really polished yet. I think we really need to have that. And once we have those things, we can finally try to aim to have Pest in a big project.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I really hope it takes off and that you have fun, building it all out and making it ready for like the bigger audiences. So Nuno, I think that this was fun.
It was fun.
We should do it again for something for another kind of subject. We'll see.
Yeah, we need to discuss why you use Psalm and why I use Lotustan.
That's also another stream. So we already have like 2 stream ideas coming up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to.
Yeah. Go on.
I was saying that I want to do a stream just because of that, because I have used Psalm, and I think Psalm is very, very good. Probably one of the strongest static analysis tools in PHP. But concerning integration-wide, like working with frameworks, PHP Stan with conjunction with Lotustan, it's years ahead. And on that stream, I want you to show me why you still think that Psalm is a good approach for you or why it works for you. And I think I want to show you as well why I think Lotustan, it's at the moment a little bit better.
I can already give you like a glimpse. I can't show you like client kind of code, right? But I think I have like a big package here, Laravel event sourcing. It is kind of a monstrous package. It's quite big.
Whoa, it is big.
And there's like I have Psalm set up here. Composer Psalm. And it takes a little while to run. For people that don't know it, Psalm and Lotustan are static analysis tools. So they will analyze your code without executing it, and they will use like the type system to infer interesting kind of things about it, and they can warn you ahead of time if there's something wrong with it. So this one, no errors found. I'm not using like the strictest mode because then it gets a little bit gnarly, but this is like my error level. And of course it can't infer everything, but I only had to have like these kind of exceptions, like Psalm can't handle this, so here I suppress some of the errors. And I only need to do like a couple of them for like a large package. And for our project, it's kind of the same. We use actually event sourcing in quite a big client project, and the Psalm ID, the issue handlers section of our Psalm configuration there is also almost as small as this one, so it works for us really well, and that's why we use it.
Okay, so what is the level of safety that Psalm gives you at the moment? Like, for example, if you go to a model, if you access to a column that doesn't exist, Psalm gives you something about that or not?
Yeah, it gives you an error of that. Yeah, so it actually knows.
Oh, so
Yeah,
that's a big one.
yeah,
Fuck! I thought there was some that
yeah.
Laravel has that you
It's
don't.
it's
Okay.
it's it's actually not a part of a Psalm itself, but there's like a Laravel plugin, and it does that. And I think behind the scenes, it uses the IDE helper by Barry. That package.
Oh, did you stop sharing your screen?
Not really. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, people.
He didn't share that much, but
Yeah. So let me just show here that we ran Psalm, that no errors were found. In the configuration file, I was saying like we don't need to do a lot of configuration to have like the weird cases that Psalm can't handle. It's only like this piece of configuration that we need to pull in. And I was just saying that Psalm ID detection of the attributes of models is being done by the plugin for
the plugin, okay.
Yeah, not Psalm itself, but
which is the equivalent of Larastan, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, indeed.
PHP Stan is like the Psalm, and the plugin Laravel would be Larastan. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, definitely schedule a second stream, and I think a good case will be install Larastan in the current project that you have Psalm, and we can compare it like to see, because the reality is that Larastan is I find it a little bit sometimes very strict, you know, where sometimes I prefer to see like, okay, but this code is actually working, you know. I don't care if it's not exactly returning an integer. It will it will be transformed in integer and in string anyway. So I don't know, but we can compare it in another stream.
Yeah, that's another stream. Okay, yeah. I'm going to put our beautiful faces back here. And yeah, just I guess it's time to wrap up, right? Because we're already blabbling here for almost an hour and a half. So bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Thanks, Nuno, for being my guest here on the stream. I had a great time.
Thanks for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, man.
Yeah, same. Likewise. Hey, bye-bye.
Goodbye.